Hi, Collective. Ishana. Archangel Michael, I ask that you preside over this reading. I ask that you protect me and my collective as we channel, transmute, and harmonize the energy for the highest good. Ashe, Ashe, Collective. All right, Collective. It was something I wanted to say, but I forgot, okay? So maybe it'll come back to me. Maybe not. All right, let's get a Streetwalkers in, okay? All right, we are using, and this is sort of like a wacky combos. I know I don't really do those much anymore. I have to do one soon, okay? But most readings are like wacky combos for me, okay? All right, but we're using the Sixth Instinct Oracle deck, okay? By Saint Sushi, okay? What a wonderful name. All right, we will be using Modern Life. I'm not sure how this deck is going to work for who this, okay? We just have to get the right card, okay? Or two. We will also be using Hidden Figures, Oracle cards, What Lies Beneath. We will be using Matic as well as Haunted Echoes Oracle cards. I figured this will give it a ghosty effect. Okay? Because it is sort of, I'm sure it's scary. It would be scary to me out there at night, right? And with all those people like that. Okay? And I know it has to be scary. Okay? But once again, this is Streetwalkers, okay? And this is a series specifically designed to address the needs and concerns of workers of the night, okay? Collective, let me pause my sinuses, okay? Give me a second. I paused at 3, 2, 3, okay? All right, let's get started, Collective, okay? Okay, I don't know why I make this so difficult. Who it is, Archangel Michael? Just one, please. We'll flip the bottom if we need to. Thank you. That was quick, huh? I'm getting a gang stalker, Collective. Or a monitoring spirit. Who's a gang stalker? Okay, or both, I don't know. All right, what is one of their spiritual gifts? Maybe it's like smooth sailing or something to get into, I don't know, like a focused mind. If you have a mission, Indigo Child Collective. What a beautiful gift. Okay. I'm getting like, I'm not sure the exact years, but I'm getting like maybe a 70s or I don't know what the 60s babies would be, but I think definitely 70s, maybe 80s would be indigo. All right, let's go. We'll read it in a minute. Let's flip it though. All right. Question number 3. show us, and I switched this part up a little bit using different decks. Show us their current situation. Because maybe there are other cards. Trying to find different decks that can express the response in a better way. Okay? As well as, something's happening, collective. All three of them are current energy, okay? This is an active situation. Like live, I'm losing my voice, right? Like live reporting, okay? All right. Question number 4. How did they get involved in the life? Okay, we're going to flip it. And then we're going to get that one. You might have saw this one. I'm not sure if I saw failed, botched, the 10%. Alrighty, let's keep going. We're almost there. Question number 5. Give us a message from their higher self. Okay, and this is the echoes, haunted echoes, right? Oracle deck. I'm thinking like this one will be good because these will be messages like they would receive like a long time ago. They may have, right? And they just did not, collected this one's crossing, okay? And they just did not acknowledge it or respond, or they pretended to be cognitively dissident. You know how it is. We always push away certain things that we know we should do, but we're not ready to do it yet. Or, there's some kind of blockage. But look at this. This is a lot of current energy. The only one that's standing straight up is, how did they get involved in the life? So maybe they're very clear about how they got involved in the life. Maybe. All right, let's go, because I don't want this to be long. I feel like these will be better and more beneficial if they're not too long, like maybe 15. If there's needed extra information, maybe like 20, okay? All right, let's go. Who this? Collective, something told me this card was coming out. I love this card, okay? It makes me, I think it's a beautiful depiction, okay? I don't like the fact that the mom is overwhelmed. But look at the card. Look at the mom. And look at the baby. The baby looks just like the mom, right? And I feel like this is someone who really desires to be a good person and a good mom. I feel like they are a good mom, but they're not perfect, right? And I feel like everything that this mom does surrounds this child in terms of just trying to make a better future for this child and a better life, right? For both of them. I feel like she's in her 20s, right? I feel like she's a single mom, okay? I'm almost certain if she's involved in this, right? She's probably a single mom, okay? And collective, she doesn't even have to be. This could be a full-blown empress, okay? With a busy schedule, and you're out here because of someone that you know, collective, okay? All right, but we have an overwhelmed mom who's overwhelmed right now, collective. And someone may have like this pretty orangish, like ginger hair. Okay, I've met a couple people with just natural ginger hair, okay? Someone may be a part of the giants as well, okay? I don't know. Giant DNA? All right, but I feel like someone works really hard. And in your home life, if this is the streetwalker, in your home life, when you're home with your child, you're living a balanced life, okay? There's some sort of blockages possibly as it relates to how you get your money, right? Maybe you didn't go through school for a long period. Maybe you dropped out early, and maybe that's the issue, right? But I feel like you're really talented, okay? All right, so that's who this is, an overwhelmed mom. We'll look at the bottom. Let's look at it now. Oh, wow. So you're more like, and this makes more sense to me, right? Because I feel like you're very involved in your child's life. It's probably just you and your daughter or your son, okay? And yeah, you just have to figure out how to make the money. And maybe you didn't get as far in the education for whatever reason, right? And at this point, this is the place. I mean, that's the area of life that's causing you this financial difficulty. And you need money now, right? So I feel like you're a dancer, okay? And it's awkward for you. Wow, okay. Yeah, because it's like you're out of your skin. You're out of your element. Wow, okay. And look, she's got the red and the black shoe on. And it's like, I'm sure every time you get up there, it's like you have to psych yourself out. So I don't know if you got to smoke or whatever you got to do before you get up there, right? And it's like you have to psych yourself out to go into this alter ego, right? Wow. So it's almost like a fractured personality, not a serious thing, right? I think we all do this at some level. I think we're all forced to do this at some level to separate a part of our expression, I don't know, collective, in order to go and make money, okay? For many of us, let me take black people for example. This is what I'm thinking of, right? When we go to work, right, we have to talk a different way, or we can't say certain things, right? Like, they're not supposed to say ego on the job, right? That's not appropriate, right? I've had a job I went to, though, where the students, the young people would say it, right? And it was one lady, it was a situation one day, right? But she got so upset that a student had said it, right? And it was about maybe at least 3 other black staff that were around, right? And none of us processed it, okay? And she was like, I know, she got so upset with us. Like, I know you all heard that, right? So we just looked at each other and pretty much laughed it off, right? But because we really did not hear it. Because we were immune to it at that point, right? But it was the funniest situation, okay? But I can't remember if I made a connection there or not. Okay, but it's an awkward thing, right? I don't even know why I went to that part, okay? But that's significant, okay? But yeah, I feel like you're doing this for the money. I feel like the disconnect is possibly in the education and the experience. And that makes you feel like, or maybe you're in school as well. You're probably doing a lot in order to get out of this situation, because I feel like you're smart. Okay, so I feel like you're a dancer, and there's also that dangerous element there, because I don't feel like you have someone who's protecting you while you're doing this, okay? When you're going to work and getting in the car and going back home. Because if you had someone like that, I feel, then they would become like a pimp, and they would be trying to push you out further to have you sleeping with people, okay? So I feel like this is a dire situation. I feel like you feel this way as well. But you're working to get out of it, okay? All right. Hopefully something in this reading can help you, okay? All right. And thank you for allowing me to read your energy, okay? All right. Question number 2. What is one of their spiritual gifts? They're an indigo child collective. They have many gifts, I feel. Indigo child. Gifted children, blessed with supernatural abilities, and are drawn to expressing themselves through their creativity. Okay? So maybe right now you're exploring other creative ways in order to make money. Okay, I feel like that's the case. It could be associated with something online, okay? But I feel like it's something, and that could be the school aspect, or maybe you have creative skills. Maybe you're an artist, or maybe you can blog or write, right? So I feel like the key is just to continue to work on your creative skills and figure out ways that you can market it. But I feel like that'll come. Continue to work on your creative skills, okay? And have hope and know that your plan, forgive me, collective, I'm stretching, okay? Know that your plan is going to work, okay? All right, let's go. Bottom of the deck for what is one of their spiritual gifts. Alchemist. Oh my goodness. Okay, look at this. Spiritual alchemy is the capacity. Let me read that again. Alchemist. Spiritual alchemy is the capability to free your spiritual self from the society norms. It's the art of transformation, inner liberation, and change, okay? I feel like you're very creatively powerful, okay? I feel like you're one of those people who, listen to my stomach, who, I need to eat something or drink something, right? Otherwise my stomach is going to stage an insurrection right on camera, okay? But look, I feel like you are someone who is constantly creating. Continuously. I don't know if you're a writer. I think that this would be a great gift for you, or one of your creative hobbies, if you're not doing it already. I'm getting like a magician for sure. All right, but let me read this part again. It says spiritual alchemy is the capability to free your spiritual self from the society norms. So you have it. I feel like this is what you're doing now. Okay, but it's moving maybe at a rate that you don't like. All right, but let's see. It's the art of transformation, inner liberation, and change, okay? I feel like this reading, if nothing else, is here to maybe confirm what you've already been feeling about yourself and your situation, and to just give you encouragement, okay, to continue to move forward towards your goals, because you're going to get there, okay? And there's something about this symbol. I've never really looked at this card like that before. I don't know. There's something about this image and this whole array of things. Maybe there's something about symbols that can help you, like, just transform, okay, without a whole bunch of work, just looking at certain aspects. So this is some level, like a tool to assist you towards your goals, okay? But maybe this is a part of your creativity as well. Maybe you can make art that people will buy, collective, okay? If you just have faith and believe, okay? My goodness, collective, my sinuses, my throat, I need more water. It's early in the morning, and I'm happy and I'm grateful because I'm here, collective. I had to make a readjustment. Stop all that complaining, okay? So you're overwhelmed, okay? You're out there dancing, right? And you feel awkward when you're doing it. But while you're doing it, you have to become like an alchemist, okay? And because you're out in a spot that you're not really comfortable in order to make your money. It says capability to free your spiritual self from the society norm. So maybe when you're up there, in a strange way, you feel free. You know, it's like the flip. I don't know. Maybe you feel free when you're in a mental place where you're blacking out everything in order to dance up there on the stage, right? But at the same time, there's some other reality that you're able to go into where you have to just not care what people think about you, right? And maybe you can convert that mindset that you have to go into on the stage when you're working on your creativity and promoting it, okay? There's some sort of strange connection there, I feel, okay? All right, let's go. Oh my goodness, it's 20 minutes already. Okay. Question number 3. Listen to my wonderful voice, collective. Okay, question number 3. Show us their current situation. Running away. I feel like you want to run away from this dancing, okay? Maybe you just want to run away from yourself at times. All this work and different things. I feel like you want to run away from reality at times, okay? And this is why you're working to change it. But maybe you're tired of working so much as well. Yeah, it's hard, and I feel like this is why you do this. All right, let's see what you're running away from. Yeah, wow. And maybe you do have to do this aspect of the life, right? But maybe not. I don't feel that, okay? I feel like this part is protection. There's the element of danger of this life, okay? Just even being a dancer, right? The different types of people that you come across and the situations. And it's really hard to know who's genuine, right? If anyone at all, right? So the best part is, the best thing is to go there and make no friends. But it's hard. How do you be there and not make friends with some of the girls? Or, you know what I'm saying? You have to figure out at least possibly one ally, okay, that you hope is true and genuine. It's just a hard life. And you have so many gifts, so there's a part of you and you have a child, right? A young child possibly. It's a part of you that's telling you yourself that, you know it's dangerous. And it's constantly telling you like, hey, you got all these gifts. What are you doing this for, right? You don't have to do this. And you don't want to do it, I feel. Okay? But you can do it. Okay? I feel like you're good at what you do. And you see the element of danger and you're able to move through it. But you want something different for yourself and your child, right? And you're running away. And maybe this is a good thing. Maybe you're running away. This is it, right? You're running away for your protection, okay? Primarily sexual protection. And your way to get out is through your creativity. And maybe you're doing something online, okay? All right, let's go. How did they get involved in the life? Nefarious acts, okay, makes sense. Show me. Horse. Okay. Show me. Population genetics. My goodness. I feel like this is someone that you know. Okay. Or maybe Horus, there could be speaking about your child. Maybe you got involved in all this out of fear of caring for your child. Let's get a couple on this real quick. Bottom of the deck, soul ascension. Okay. I feel like this is blocking it, or this is it's like a choice you have to make. Are you going to continue on with this, whatever this is, okay? Or are you going to ascend, alchemize the situation completely, okay? I feel like you've chosen to walk away, or that's what you're working on, okay? Show me this population genetics. But this is how you got involved, okay? These are people around you, I feel, okay? And maybe this horse is you as a child or as a younger person, okay? And these people manipulated your life. Show me population genetics. They don't want maintenance man. Okay, we always got these nasty maintenance men collective. Forgive me if you're a good one, okay? Show me nefarious acts. There has to be a laws that we implement, okay? on these places where they have to be responsible and more responsible of the types of people that they're hiring, okay? And there has to be a better protocol for how they're giving out people's keys to people that they barely vet, collective. They don't know anything about them. There has to be criminal charges for some of this. All right, show me Horus so we can close it out, because look at me, I'm doing the same thing over and over again. And I keep saying it like I'm going to do better. And I do the same thing again with this time. Crystal collective. Oh my goodness. We got crystal here. This could be the stolen child that comes out in these videos, collective, as an adult. Okay. Maintenance man. Maybe the child was stolen. Maybe this is what they're talking about. Her stolen as a child. Let's see. Population, genetics. They are a part of these creepy apartment places, collective. Some of them are a group of maniacs, collective, and they get together and they're like, okay, what a wonderful way to provide living space for people, right? At a cost, of course, right? And violate their rights in every way, okay? All right, let's go. Walsh Bay, Sydney, Australia. Someone was stolen, possibly by a maintenance man, for the purpose of some kind of population genetics collective by the elite. This child, Crystal, this is why this child keeps coming out here. I feel like could be this person where they are. Or maybe you don't have to be a stripper, okay? Maybe you're a dancer. And for some reason you're coming up because someone else here, collective, like the maintenance man, okay? Maybe you did this for a short period of time. I don't know. All right, but take what parts of it is good for you if you resonate, okay? All right, so I feel like this is a part of the scheme where there are many rental places, okay? Some of the bigger ones possibly, okay? And they're working with crazy people, collective, because they're crazy, okay? And they hire crazy people in order to carry out crazy acts, okay, against innocent people that they want to make look crazy, okay? All right, let's see. What is this question again? How did they get involved? So I feel like there's something outside of themselves. The nefarious act was possibly kidnapping the child. Take your power back in the reverse, okay? So they took someone's power, like taking someone. I know more than you think, okay? Somebody knows what this person did. It looks like they're implicating a maintenance man, okay? Let's see if we can get something on this. I feel like this person's name Crystal, or if they don't know what their real name is, this is what their name was. All right, show me maintenance man. Who is this? The earth belongs to the righteous in the reverse. Fell out there on Crystal. I feel like they're talking about this person, okay? They didn't want, I feel like this Crystal was a very abundant child, or the child of some very abundant people. Bottom of the deck, maintenance man. Mendel A, the House of Horus. Somebody took this child, okay? Something to do with genetics and cells. I'm getting like, this is a part of the connection, okay? Like in the clubs where you come in, or the bar, and there are people, the bartender, different people that are scouting out people as they're watching and sending pictures on the phone like, hey, what about this one? You like that one, right? Until they get a hit. And then the other person, they go and they secure the person, right? So this is what they're doing in people's homes as well, collective. Collective, I feel so disrespected and violated, okay? I don't know about you, okay? And the thought of these kind of people just living on the planet really makes my blood boil, okay? And forgive me like this, okay? And when I say living, I mean living around me and in my energetic space. I don't appreciate it. And I'm disgusted because I feel like we have to do an inventory. We have to figure out how many people like this are on the planet. I don't know, collective. This is a problem, okay? All right. But I feel like this is what they did. They stole somebody, okay? They were watching them in their home. And they came and got somebody's child, collective, okay? Someone who's an indigo child. Okay, they knew something about this child, okay? It says the earth belongs to the righteous. They knew this was a righteous person. Maybe the parents were righteous. And they knew the gifts of the child. Okay, Crystal. I feel like this is the elite. Show me the Sydney Bay Walsh, Australia. Can we get a name on the person who stole this child? Their wicked deeds reflects their countenance, okay? So countenance being face, right? So their wicked deeds would show on their face. In the reverse, maybe they don't look like the wickedness, that occupies them. Maybe they don't look like what they've done, right? Maybe they don't look like the hell they put others through. Okay, let's get the bottom. Who's this person? You are free to be what you want to be. What will you choose? Okay, I'm getting like someone's a monster, but they don't look like it. What do we know? What do you know? I know more than you think. Show me. Disgusting people, I'm telling you. They're going to be made to answer for what they've done, okay? I know more than you think. Always gossiping. I feel like you know, or this could be a person saying like, oh, I know more than you think. Somebody who's always talking as if they know, thinking they know, okay? Who's going to have to pay for what they're saying out their mouth, okay? Show me. Dead in the water. Maybe someone's saying they know how to end a situation, or how a situation ended, or how things will end, or something that happened in the water, or something about the water, collective, with the population genetics, or maybe all that. Show me dead in the water. What is this for? Okay. Breathe through the pain. You were hunting me. Now you're being hunted. Okay, so I feel like something's been muted. A situation, okay? I feel like something is being reversed on whomever this is, okay? I feel like they're talking about this child who was kidnapped and what they're doing now, where they are, okay? I feel like they're currently making progress in their lives, okay? But I feel like they're making the connection to this name and why it comes out here. All right, I think this one was dead in the water, right? Queen of Swords powering up. I feel like you're definitely powering up. You're doing something right now. Show me. Your thoughts create your reality. You're creating your reality as you breathe through the pain, okay? And that's how you're alchemizing, I feel, okay? So maybe we'll clarify this awkward dancer. Maybe you just feel awkward in your own skin. Maybe you're coming out here because of what happened to you as a child. Maybe. This is crazy. I think this is dead in the water. Soul Ascension Collective, this is what's happening. I feel like you ascending, what you're going through now, is muting this whole situation. Or it will. And now these people are being hunted. The way they hunted you as a young person, collective. I don't know who these people are or why they did this to you, okay? They didn't want you to take your power back, that's for sure. But somehow this was in relation to population genetics, okay? I feel like they used a maintenance man, okay? Or something like that, collective. And it keeps repeating itself with different people. This scenario. All right, we're about to close it, collective. I did it again, okay? I did it again. Let me see. Horus, they could be trying to steal you and your child. Show me. The Queen. Okay, maybe this is a person. Show me. Trying to stab you in your back. All right, maybe this is an active situation, collective, okay? Third house, peers, communication, negotiation, technology, transportation, expression, learning, siblings, okay? All right, so I feel like there's still a whole group of people that are attacking people, okay? But for you, I feel like you're ascending, okay? And maybe you had to run away from a situation in order to, for your sexual protection. But let's try to get something on this awkward dancer in a minute, okay? Maybe this is a part of the recording, okay? Maybe this is a part of being, forgive me, trafficked in your own home, okay? All right. All right, give me something else real quick, Archangel Michael, so I can close this out. What are these people saying? Darnell, Mendel Ave, or A, okay? Could be family. Show me. You wanted the bag, now you scared to open it, okay? Maybe they saying you scared, or maybe they scared, okay? Let's see. What's in the bag, Archangel Michael? Show me. What's in the bag? Space junk. I'm getting like space pirates. What's in the bag? Bang. Let's say space pirates could be some stolen stuff. Yeah. Sonata K448. Okay, I wrote this, but I need to write something about it. I think I've heard that they say that this song has healing properties or something, right? And there's something about this number, 448, okay? Which is still like 88, right? 4 plus 4, which I get alchemization with this as well. Maybe it's an overwhelmed dad. I don't know. Who's a dancer? I don't know. All right, but there's something about space junk. Maybe someone has a whole bunch of stuff in their home. Maybe they collect a lot of stuff because they want to sell it. I don't know what someone's doing with a whole bunch of stuff. Or, let me see, what did I ask? What's in the bag or something? Maybe there's something about a maintenance man in a bag. and music. What is a space junk? Collective, I'm going to do that in life with the time, okay? Or I'm just going to stop saying it. I'm going to learn how to stop saying it. I'm going to have to force myself. Show me. Space junk. Throwing salt on your wounds. I work in tandem with the elements, collective. I don't know what the hell somebody has in a bag, okay? Ancestors in the pipes. Something weird. Okay? Because those ancestors in the pipes, it could be sexual, okay? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is some sort... This is the maintenance man collective I feel like they're talking about. Maybe their name is Darnell. I don't know. And maybe they work there at Mendel Ave. Or maybe that's where this maintenance man lives, okay? I didn't mean to say that, okay? And I meant to say Mendel A, okay? The House of Horrors. Something strange is going on, okay? Semiconductor. Maybe this was like a go-between person in order when this child was taken, okay? Or maybe there's another person out here as well. All right, let's close this part up. How exactly did... Where's Crystal's parents? Your currency is love. They love her? Time to celebrate. I feel like whatever you've gone through a lot in your life, okay? I don't get a full picture out here in these readings, okay? But I do believe that you were taken as a child, okay? From parents who loved you, okay? And at least a father, I feel, who loved you, okay? But I don't know. It could be mother or father or both. And I feel like you've been through a lot because of that. I feel like they did this to punish you and your parents, okay? But I feel like you're about to celebrate. I definitely know you're going on your soul ascension. And it says your currency is love. So I feel like you're going to have whatever it is you need when you need it. So continue with your work. But I don't think if you're a dancer right now, I don't think you're going to be doing this for too much longer, okay? And I don't know who this person is. It could be that name, okay? Maybe they're saying who took you. And this is how you pretty much got there. Because if you were still with your parents, I don't think you would have had a care in the world possibly. Okay? Wow. Why did they take this Crystal? Why did they take her? We didn't have a mystery or I took it. Why did they take Crystal? It went in the reverse. Third house. This is again collective peers, communication, negotiation, technology, transportation, expression, learning, siblings. Could be family. Peers. Okay? Danny boy. This is that. Get the hell out of here, collective. And maybe his name is really this name. I don't know. Or they know each other. And Danny boy has come out as the transgender DJ before. What did I say? How did or why did they? This is this collective. Crystal. 80s or the 90s. Where's Crystal now? There's got to be some way that someone can know who she is. I don't know what her name would be. Maybe I was getting ready to ask what her name would be, collective. Now look, this name has come out here before. And I've said that it reminds me of a young person, right? And it's made me feel like this is a name of a young person who's been taken, right? Because this is the Proud family name, Dejanay, right? Oh my goodness, I feel like they could be saying that Crystal, who was taken in the past, is now named Dejanay. And maybe that's why I get the vibes of a child who's been taken by this name. Or a child, just a child collective. That's what I think they're saying. All right, so I feel like if this is coming out here, either this person is going to get this information and possibly, even though this is for entertainment, okay, and possibly make a connection, okay, or someone who knows this person somehow is going to get back to them, okay. I feel like this is like a time capsule or something. This information is coming out at the right time, okay. All right. I forgot. Why did they take something? Look at that, collective. Took it to the lab. Didn't we have something about science here? Or someone's a scientist. Or someone, we had population genetics. I don't know. Hopefully they didn't make another child in the lab, collective, like me. Okay, let me stop. They might have, though. I would not be surprised, okay? Show me. Took it to the lab. Time to cut all ties. Somebody took somebody or something. Why? Or they were breaking free from somebody that they were working with. And they needed a part of the, I don't know, maybe they had a falling out. Russian Mafia collective. This is why Russia keep coming out here. I feel like someone, maybe you're originally from Russia or something. I don't know. Or somebody from Russia had a vested interest in this. Maybe they were paid to take you. I don't know, collective. But I feel like this is what they're saying. Crystal was taken. And this person is very key. Where's this Danny boy right now? Hopefully they're in military tribunals. Supernova, powerful luminous explosion of a star. Last stages of a massive star at the end. Someone may not be here. Let's go. Empirical evidence. Maybe someone found evidence about what this person did and they couldn't handle it and it just took them out. I mean, you know, you just lose strength and it just went kaput. Show me. Love is the only way. So I'm getting like a lot of people are being judged, right? And I don't know, maybe they're thinking that somebody's going to come in and shake them up and rough them up. Doesn't mean they're not going to get arrested, right? And that's to mean they're going to get roughed up when they get arrested, right? But I think a lot of this is coming because it's like the veil has been lifted. And the first person that sees what's been done and who's done it is the person, collective, okay? And I feel like some people, it's like it's just too much. The extent of what they've done. And when they really see it for the first time, maybe it's like a magic thing has been lifted, okay? And it's too much. Some people may just fall out, okay? And never to return, I'm telling you. Wednesday, I didn't even see that over here, collective. Okay, something, I don't know. All right, let's see if we can, in the clueless collective, this is crazy, okay? And look, the other reading, we had 3 days, I think yesterday. And Wednesday would be 3 days from yesterday. Yeah, something's going on. All right, let's get a couple more. We're going to close it out. I feel like I have to get a couple more. What is this empirical evidence about? Calling all goddesses to duty. You're running away. Wow, isn't that beautiful, collective? If you were involved in this life, or if you felt, or if you had to dance or whatever to make ends meet, you're being called out of this, okay? I feel like you're already on the move right now. All right? Empirical evidence. There's proof that this is what's happening. Miscegenation, collective. Look at that. Mixed race. And maybe someone's Russian. I don't know. Or maybe I talked about the test tube. I don't know. Hopefully not for you. Okay? Miscegenation, mixed race. There is something there in your heart that does not belong. This kept coming out yesterday. I feel like they're talking about whoever this person is that stole you from your family or something. Someone has, I'm getting like someone's a bigot. Okay? Show me the miscegenation. Someone didn't like this. Didn't I say something about the giants before in the beginning collective? When I do this, okay, there's connections. I don't always remember, or I'll remember in retrospect, okay? I'm telling you, somebody has giant DNA. I don't know if they made the baby the regular way that we expect, right? Or if they put the baby together. Either way, the baby's here, right? Show me the miscegenation. This is some crazy weird stuff, collective. What is this? Is that a dream? Oh, I done hit my head. Dreams of a past and collective. Roll call. Attendance. Presence is required. Needed. I need to go back and look at that roll call too. Could be connected to that one, I think, from yesterday. So someone knows that they're being called. I'm getting like being called home for what they've done to this child, collective. One more under the bottom. Contemplate making a change. So maybe someone, I feel like I said, they're seeing themselves for the first time, and it's very hard. Show me Wednesday. Why is this important? And we're about to close it with the last card. You're about to do something that ain't never been done before in the reverse, collective. Oh my goodness. Let me go. Carolyn. Put it where it go, collective, okay? Wow. What is this person's involvement out here with this child, with Crystal? I believe her name is Dejanay now, collective. Go ahead. Listen to me. Go ahead. Okay. What did I say? What's the connection? They thought you ain't had backup. Now they're being backed up. Okay? Show me. It is time to come into the holy temple. It's time. I feel like people are under judgment for what they've done to Crystal, this indigo child, collective. There's proof of what's happened to this child, okay, who's an adult now. What are these people doing over here at this Mendel? This could be any location. That card just indicates that there's some sort of house of horrors somewhere, okay? What's going on over there at that Mendel? Raised brow, insight. I feel like these people are still in cognitive dissonance. It's in the reverse. Show me. The road is being opened up for you. Maybe the road is being opened up for you, Crystal Dejanay. Okay? And people trying to act like they don't care. But they're angry. They're really interested. Or they're really contemplating making a change because things are getting so rough. Okay? Alright, let's get these and we'll read them off. Give us a message from their higher self. Okay? What's this say? Intolerance. Beautiful. Differences are seen as threats rather than growth opportunities. Be inclusive. Strive forward. I feel like they're saying strive forward. Okay? I feel like they're saying intolerance to this type of stuff. Okay? And it's okay to be different, right? Definitely something different about your shoes here. Okay? So it's okay. Just go forward and start to create, you know, the things that you want to create, and have confidence that you are going to be able to provide a financial future for yourself through the things you create. Maybe you can go back to your regular job at some point, right? Or soon, hope maybe that's what you're doing, right? And you'll find a way to use your creative talents while at home to supplement your income, okay? Until you get where you need to be. All right, but I feel like it's saying intolerance to foolishness, okay? And people being able to gaslight you. All right? And continue to strive forward. And let's read it one more time. Differences are seen as threats rather than growth opportunities. Be inclusive. So start doing things different. Possibly, you know, look for different work if you can. Okay? All right. Let's see this one. Eternal glow. Your actions have a lasting impact on the future. Build your legacy. And I feel like that's what you're doing. And they want you to not be afraid about the future. You're an alchemist and a creative indigo child who unfortunately may have been stolen, okay, as a child, okay? And I don't know, maybe you don't know it. Let me see something. Archangel Michael, does this child know? Does this person know that they may have been, that they were stolen? Let's see. Let's get that one. Highly gifted Watoto Collective. I say no. They don't know that they were a highly gifted Watoto. It's in the reverse. Okay? And I feel like they're saying they don't know that they were possibly taken as a child. Okay? I believe the child's name was Crystal. And maybe they're named Dejanay now. Okay, I'm telling you, somebody's going to run across this video and they're going to start doing some research. Show me. It never could have worked. We're too different. Maybe this was all done based around a relationship or someone rejecting someone, okay? And retaliation that came and got this child. Collective, somebody, this is the fall for this, you know, this is funny. They work so hard to get me to a certain place where it's like, okay, we're going to give her piece by piece. So this is why they'll keep giving certain cards and certain scenarios over and over again. Because they know they're dealing with Dory, okay? But they like me, Collective, okay? And they love me, okay? And they're like, we have faith she can do this. She can crack the code, right? So it's like they know they got to keep giving me the same scenario over and over again, right? Until it sticks. Because with Dory, she had an issue, I believe, with the short-term memory. It makes me think about 50 First Dates or 100 First Dates, that song, right? I mean, that movie with Adam Sandler. And I can't remember the lady's name, right? And this lady, you may have that energy like that woman has. Wow, they could be saying something like this, right? And she had a very pleasing energy. So much so that every day I think she got up in that movie. She got up and she forgot. I don't know if she forgot Adam Sandler, who he was every day. And he did wonderful creative things. After they got married, I believe, right? And listen, I'm repeating myself, right? Maybe someone does that. And he, every day, he looked forward to helping this woman, his wife, that he married who knows how many times, right? Over here, over a period of time, just getting her to recognize who he is. That was just one of the most beautifulest movies I had ever seen as a younger person, okay? But I feel like you have that energy, okay? Where someone would go to that extreme to say, this type of love is just too much. There's no way I'm going to walk away from this. If I have to make this person remember me every day, then that's what I'll do. Okay, wow, Collective, this is beautiful. But your father's mad as hell, okay? I don't know if your father's a living. I don't know if your father's, what's his name? Jimi Hendrix, okay? I don't know. There's some connection here, okay? Maybe you're a relative within the family, or maybe not. Maybe these are just different ancestors grouping up to handle the people who hurt them and their ancestors, okay? There's something very significant going on here. But they've gotten to the point where they're helping me see. They're breaking it down so that I can relate certain people with certain people. So, Danny Boy Collective. All right, but Tanisha Collective, okay? We had a young lady recently who was almost kidnapped over in Tunisia, okay? I mean, not that recent, but recent. And they didn't really give it any airtime, especially where I am, okay? Show me. I told you, yeah, their father. You will pay for what you have done to my family, what you've done by taking this father's baby girl, Crystal. And God forbid, I feel like you're okay, don't feel bad. But this man is going to get you. If this child, you better hope this child is doing awkward ballet dancing, okay? I know it's a streetwalker's read. You better hope that this child did not have to go on stage. And you better hope she did not have to strip fully. Oh my goodness, these people in trouble, collective. They in trouble. If she had to show more than her ankle out on that stage, collective, these people in trouble. I'm going to get my popcorn and I'm going to sit back and watch this, okay? They know exactly where these people are, okay? They're just going to show me now and show us, okay? But they know exactly where these people are. You will pay for what you have done to my family. Maybe the maintenance man, it could be Darnell Collective. I'm almost certain somebody's name is out here who was involved. This is for entertainment. And this father knows who this is. I don't feel like this is a father who's living, but it could be. They could be in Tunisia. I don't know where this father's from, okay? They could be from Russia. I don't know. I feel like someone was taken from one country and delivered to another country or something. Show me. We're closing it out. Collective, get the fuck out of here. Collective, forgive me, okay? This is why the reading is so long. I'm telling you, Collective, you can't tell me that this communication is with dead people, okay? That's why the card the other day, we ain't dead, one of those readings. You just can't tell me this communication is with dead people. It's not. It's too clear. It's too succinct. Okay? Like I said, they've been priming me on how they want me to read the energy, as well as they're letting me know how they put it out. They play on words different times. It's not the exact word, but it's similar. And it's a lot. Okay? But they know I have a good energy. They know I have a good spirit when it comes to difficult work. Okay? And I like facets of the mind. So they want to work with me. We work together well, collective, okay? We get on each other's nerves at times, but we have a good time, collective, okay? And I'm saying all that because I am so happy. I am so happy, collective. These are key names out here. I believe I've helped someone a great deal. And it's helped me, collective, being able to solve this. Or at least get a very important part, collective. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, collective. I just can't believe this. And these cards randomly come out here like this. This is beautiful. Where are you, Crystal? Come on. We're about to close it out, collective. Let me. And care. Ooh, this is why people coming in my energy. Now their dirty secrets have come out, collective. They need to leave me alone. They need to leave me. Oh, there she is. Crystal. And something about, I feel like Crystal has some giant DNA. Could be mixed races as well, okay? All right, what did I say? I don't know, but this is the last card collected. Look at that. We know what that card means. Okay? And in the other reading, we had the golden goose and the egg. Dag nabbit, mad rabbit. Had to grab it, okay? Someone's stolen, and you may not know it, okay? I feel like your name was definitely Crystal. Your name could be Dejanay now, okay? All right, collective, forgive me, okay? I don't mean to sound insensitive. I'm just so happy that we've got to this place. All right, like it if you like it.